The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from Heinz Field. Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
54, right there. 54 Mike.
Now Ben going to give this one to Conner. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll toss this out right for Conner. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Mike's 4-2, Mike's 7-7. Mike 42, Mike 42. 42's Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
At the 48-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. Deep run caught left side. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
54's Mike. Check.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the Raiders' 33-yard line.
Here's Connor. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
James Conner.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 2.
On 3rd down, Connor. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and 1 at the 14-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
And that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
From the 10, 1st and goal. On the run is Connor. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Show that best release and go. Let's get off the field.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Watch 54. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Mike 54. Mike 54. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
On the carry, it's Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
On for the point after.
Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, Coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
First down, Raiders.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Terrell Edmonds.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Ball carrier.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
The ball carrier.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
First down.
Running the toss here to Jacobs. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The Raider ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Carr now on 1st down. That's caught by Waller out left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Marcus Joyner there defensively.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch. He's got a man. Complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From midfield, here's Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen. And it sets up a 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 41 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will start with Connor, and he's got room. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, 75 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Kickoff for Pittsburgh.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
2 yards.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, and he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. So they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have moved out in front. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good. And that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the 4th.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
He's going to launch it for Washington. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st down, Jacobs. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Jacobs, the Raider ball carrier. The tackle made by Devin Bush. 2 yards on the pickup.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. And some room to work. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Carr. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
83, Darren Waller.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now Carr. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Steelers 14. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They were looking for Johnson that time, and now it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been.
It got his man complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Trayvon Mullen.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Carr to throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Watch 98 for Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Carr to throw for it on fourth down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Eric Harris who picks it.
Roethlisberger's pass intercepted by the Raiders. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.